Today, I'm going to teach you about digital wallets. What are digital wallets? Well, digital wallets are basically a way for you to basically store, send, and receive digital assets or cryptocurrencies. Them on your laptop, on your desktop. You know, they have many different ones. One of the more popular ones is called Exodus, but you have many others. You have Electrum, you have Atomic. Now, for beginners, I would say Exodus is probably one of the more intuitive for beginners. Now, the thing with desktop wallets is, there's a drawback. You have the opportunity to be hacked, let's say. So if you're not keeping up with your software updates on your computer, if you're not savvy enough to lock down your router, things like that, you might be susceptible if you're not keeping up with your antivirus. So these are things that you have to be concerned with. My recommendation, if you are going to go that route with a desktop wallet, I would say set aside your own laptop where you just dedicate that specifically for your desktop wallet. Don't use a laptop or a desktop that you're currently doing online banking, you're doing some regular stuff. Separate that so you can keep yourself safe, basically. So the next one I'm going to talk about is mobile wallets. So mobile wallets basically allow you to be able to make transactions on the go. Let's say you might take a trip over to France, you might be over in the Caribbean. So basically what you do is you download a digital wallet. You can download that from the App Store. It's going to allow you to be mobile. You're a digital nomad. You're on the go. I understand that. So let's talk about some of the digital wallets, the more popular ones. So for digital wallets, you have Jax, which is probably one of the more popular ones. I've never used it before, but definitely going to be one of the ones that I download and play with. It allows you to have many different currencies, not only Bitcoin, but you can get, I think they offer about 30 other different coins. So if you want to play around with some other cryptocurrencies, that'll be a great mobile wallet to download. You also have Mycelium, you have Electrum, you have Copay, you have Bread Wallet. Bread Wallet is for people who are just kind of getting started, clean, fresh interface. So if you're a beginner, I suggest you download Bread Wallet. But for more advanced users, you have Mycelium. But once again, if you download that wallet, you better know what you're doing. So only thing with the mobile wallets is, of course, each one is going to have its pros and cons. But with the mobile wallet, everything is on your phone basically. So if you lose your phone, if you get hacked, if you're not keeping up with your updates through your carrier, or you're just really doing some silly things, going to websites that you shouldn't be going to on your phone, that's going to open you up to getting hacked by a bad actor or a hacker. And so mobile wallets are a good thing. And when you're using these different type of wallets, I suggest don't put a lot of money in your digital wallet, or even with the desktop wallet. You just want to keep a small amount so you can kind of get used to the technology. I suggest trying, different wallets, see which one is best for you. So we're going to move on, and we're going to talk about hot wallets or online wallets. So these are wallets basically like Coinbase. They're going to be Poloniex. They're mainly, you keep your wallet on the website. You keep it on their servers. So, these have their pros and cons also. But of course, there's an opportunity for a hacker to hack, that hot wallets or online wallets computer servers. So you're taking a risk there also. So I would say just keep a small amount on the online wallet, because mainly, especially with like the platforms, like the online wallets, the exchange platforms, that's just what it is. You want to get in, get you some cryptocurrency, and get out, and bring that, money, that cryptocurrency, into your own wallet. Don't leave that money on a online storage. If you do, just keep a very small amount. You also, so we'll move on to the next wallet. The next wallet you have is a paper wallet. I don't recommend it. I know a little bit about it by, mainly just studying about the space. Mainly, you can download your own digital wallet, and they'll give you these passphrases. You write everything down on a piece of paper. But my thing is, you got this on a piece of paper. What happens if there's a fire in your home? What happens if there's you lose the paper? So, if you want to try a paper wallet, you can go ahead and do so. It's not one that I recommend, but it's up to you. Of course, I'll be putting links into the description of this video if you want to, find out a little more, because it's such a deep subject. I don't have time to go into everything. So my next one is the one that I highly recommend. That is a hardware wallet. That is what they call cold storage, and that's mainly put on a USB device. Now, the one that I use is called Ledger Nano S. This is it right here. You want to keep your crypto secure and safe, this is the route you want to go. Now, Ledger Nano S is just one of the more popular cold storage or physical wallets. But you also have a device called the Trezor. You also have one called KeepKey. But once again, Ledger is the one that I use. They don't keep your private keys per se online. You have everything there. It's secure, and it's a beautiful web interface. And that's definitely the one I recommend. If you really want to keep your crypto safe, you want to go with a cold storage physical wallet. Now, one thing I do want to get into is when you sign up for a wallet, right? And I'll give you an example, like a mobile wallet, right? You go on the App Store, you download the software. Once you start setting up this mobile wallet, it's going to give you, and this is very important, I want you to write this down, make a mental note of it. It's going to give you what they call a mnemonic phrase, or sometimes it's going to be called a passphrase or a seed. And mainly what this is going to be is, it's going to be it could be 15 to 20 words. The words could be very simple: bird, chair, walking, divide, devices. So these words are going to be in order, and you have to make sure that you back up this phrase and write it down, keep it in a secure place, make copies of it, because if you lose this, your money gone. Zip, nada, nilch. That's gone into the internet ether. That money gone for good. So if you're not good at record keeping, stay away from this, because you're definitely going to have to keep good records. Once again, this is a major piece of storing your digital currency. You're going to have to keep those that passphrase and those seeds that they give you. Also, when I first got my cold storage device, my physical device, my Ledger, once I started setting everything up, it automatically is going to give you what your passphrase is, And of course, I wrote this down. I back it up. I went and laminated a copy. I suggest giving it to a trusted friend or family. Something happens to you, at least they'll have access, to your coins, and then they'd be able to retire and go to the Bahamas. Because I know y'all balling like that out there. So another thing I wanted to mention, which is very important, which is security, which I kind of already talked about a little bit. If you're doing a desktop wallet or even with the mobile wallet, you want to make sure that you're getting the latest updates. You have some malware. Security is very important. Don't jump out here with your digital pants down, because you will get caught out here messing with this cryptocurrency. So definitely pay attention. So this is another key factor as far as security. I recommend you understand the concept of two-factor authentication. This is going to be major. Two-factor authentication is basically having another layer of security. Yeah, you can have a username. You might have a really good password. But what happens if a hacker is able to get through your password? He's able to crack it, right? Well, two-factor authentication gives them another hoop that they have to jump through. And that's always a good thing. You want to put as many barriers up as you can. So one of the things with two-factor authentication, the one that I use is called Google Authenticator, right? So basically what it is, you download the application, and whatever platform you're using, let's say I have Coinbase, right? I actually have a Coinbase application that I downloaded. So it's mobile basically, right? So when I log in on my mobile wallet for Coinbase, of course I put my username and I put my password. Then with my two-factor authentication enabled, it'll send a code to my phone. It'll send a code to Google Authenticator. It'll be like a 5-digit code or something. So, I have to have that in order to actually log into the account. So it's a beautiful thing, two-factor authentication. So one thing I do want to point out, when you are looking at, which digital wallet you want, see if they offer two-factor authentication, because I definitely recommend it. And even on my regular dealings when I'm online, I do online banking. I go up into my security settings and I make sure that, the bank that I use offers two-factor authentication, because when I'm doing like some basic transactions, I want to be able to make sure that I'm protected. So even when you're doing stuff online, you're paying bills or whatever, see if PG&E got, two-factor authentication. See if your banking that you use online, go into the security settings and check to see if they offer two-factor authentication. You're going to be putting up another barrier and basically protecting yourself. So another thing, you want to think about when you're thinking about what wallet you want to use, you want to think about, consider, do you need it for everyday use? Are you going to be traveling? Do you think there are going to be some merchants that will be able to accept cryptocurrency? If that's the case, you want a mobile wallet. You're going to be overseas, might be some merchants. You can go ahead and make a payment with your digital wallet, right? Do you just need it to access it at home? You're not really trying to do that. Then you want to go with the digital wallet. So one of my things is also, I recommend, have a diversify the platforms you have your digital wallets on. Download a mobile wallet. Play around with a online wallet. Get you a cold storage, a physical device, because I kind of play around with a few different ones myself. But the majority of my coins I definitely keep on my cold storage ledger device, because that's the most secure one. And so, I know there's a lot of information here. I'm going to put, as usual, I'm going to put a link in the description. And of course, I ask that you subscribe, like, tell a friend, and until next time, run with the bulls. Peace. I'm out.